The broadcast has started, Kendra.
Oh, I know it says live. I always wait on the comments to open because I feel like it's when we're really live, and that's how they trick us because we're like cussing the whole time. And we're like, oh, we're live. Oh,
There you go.
did you write in the comments?
Yeah.
Open chat. I don't see the comment. The comments are still spinning on mine. Well, Susan will be back shortly.
Okay.
So, Melanie, I put this on full screen.
Hi,
What would
everyone. This is Coaching Beyond the Fences.
Hi, I'm Kendra with Coaching Me on the Fences. That's Melanie. And today what we're going to do is a coaching demo, just basically what a coaching session looks like and is like. And then we're going to talk about like what coaching's done for us in our life and how it's affected us. So, Melanie, do you want to be the coach or the client?
I will be the client this time.
Oh, you're a little sneaky. I thought surely you're going to say, I'll be the coach.
Yeah, I think I was the coach last time.
Oh, okay. So what would you like? Let me see. I got to get a timer. So what would you like to get out of this session?
What I would like to get out of this session is maybe a few action steps, or maybe a clear definition or direction, maybe more like direction to head towards.
So what's got you needing more clarity?
Well, not clarity, but let me see. It's not so much clarity as it is well, let me tell you what it's about.
All right, what is it?
Okay, so I have a lot of, I'm really busy. Well, I've started school and I'm procrastinating about, I'm waiting till the last minute to do my schoolwork. So I had something every Thursday. I have a $200 word discussion due.
What about the procrastinations bothering you?
Well, I don't like waiting till the last minute. I would rather, I just, then I have to stay up late. And then I kind of have like that, am I going to get it done? Is it quality work? I mean, the first draft is what I always go with instead of having maybe writing it and then having
not being prepared for your class.
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you think that's about?
I think that I'm not utilizing my time that I have for it. I'm not utilizing my time.
So you're not being productive in your time.
Yes.
And what would make your time more productive towards your learning?
I think, having a clear boundaries, like set boundaries. Like, I don't want to say set schedule, but
maybe like sorry, I shouldn't rescue on this or whatever it's called, but I see this thing like so many hours per week you'll dedicate, and then that way you can float them around, like a floating schedule.
Yeah.
Or does it need to be more concrete than that?
Well, I'm a schedule kind of person. And what I think it is like I kind of have a new schedule, and it's throwing like all the other things that I've had set, off. Like my exercise routine. Well, it was on certain days. Well, now it's not on those days. My school is, and now I have to. So I you know, I maybe that's what maybe you were right about the clarity.
It sounds like you need to rework your schedule.
Yes, yes, and kind of clarity about what's off.
Yeah.
Because that's really because exercise is a value of mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been displaced in my schedule.
Okay, so you're compromising one of your values.
Yeah,
right?
Because I haven't found a place for it. Because exercise is a set, that would be a set schedule. The studying and the doing my schoolwork and practicing my sign language, that could be a floating, but I can't float with it if some things that are supposed to be set in my schedule is not. Like my exercise, the days and times that I exercise, that would be something that's set.
So what would redesign your schedule look like?
Redesigning my schedule would look like getting my, it would look like getting my calendar down and like actually writing out my exercise schedule.
So writing out your exercise schedule. What else?
Give myself a time, like instead of Thursday, get that 200-word discussion done by Wednesday.
So set yourself a deadline.
Yeah.
Like 24-hour advancement. That way you're not pressure cooking at the last minute.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you do with your schedule?
Well, I think that's all that's really been and making it uneasy. I have a pretty good handle on work has certain days and all that practice.
What's all that?
And all that.
I said work and all that.
Well, I think work is really the only thing that I got in concrete.
Yeah, what else do you need in your schedule? I'm thinking I see room for like fun and
yeah. Well, I have been doing a lot of that lately. Yeah. Just to throw that in there, my mom, we got this we got this cabinet, or she found this cabinet, on the road or whatever, down by the road to be picked up. She's like, ah! And so we got that, or she's like, you want it? I'll help you. And so I'm like, yeah, you will. So we're going to make a day. We're going to make a day of it. She's going to come over on a Sunday, which I have all day off. And we're gonna refinish it and redo it. We're gonna go to Lowe's, we're gonna get the stuff and all that. So that I'm pretty good on fun, I'm pretty good
Yeah.
on fun.
Okay.
And work is
So
definitely a set schedule. What I need to get in more is like practicing my sign.
in your workout and you're doing your
Yeah,
paperwork and coaching stuff.
yeah.
So we've got 2 minutes left.
hmm
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do this week?
This week, this coming week, after I finish, after class, putting in my 200, you know what I mean? Getting it in at the last hour. I'm going to, okay, so Sunday I have to reply to two of my classmates, 150 words. It's due on Sunday, so I'm going to get it done on Saturday,
Okay, so you're gonna get your homework done on Saturday.
a
And
day early.
what about getting that calendar down?
Yeah, yeah,
That's the first thing you said when I gotta get my. What you would do is get that calendar down.
yeah.
So when you gonna work that calendar out?
I'm going to, well, I'll have to either do it, you know what I mean? Like maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday morning when I get up and have my coffee
So Saturday morning, get up, have your coffee, work the calendar,
for the
reply to
net
your
for the
classmates.
next week. Yeah.
Okay. And what do
Yeah.
you need to be accountable for that?
Um, we talk every day, so just be like, hey, when are you
All right.
exercising next week?
I'll ask you Saturday. What's that schedule look like for next week?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
All
Mel.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a demo of just a regular coaching, getting Melanie into action. She wanted to get something resolved with her time management, maybe some with direction, clarity. And she dug in there, and you see with coaching, it's easy. It's not. It seems like a fun, easy conversation, but a lot of times it's a lot more deeper than that. Because if Melanie and I would have been in a regular conversation, it would have took us 30 minutes, and we maybe still wouldn't have got something done because we would have still been talking about, oh yeah, girl, I hate writing those papers whenever it takes 2 hours. So coaching really helps you get it down to the nitty gritty. So I don't know. We're gonna talk to you guys a little bit about what coaching's done for us and where we're at with it. So for me, I'm going to the last core CTI class on Friday tomorrow. I start Synergy. So that's my next step is certification. So coaching has done that for me after 2 years, almost 3 years here. I've made a huge accomplishment, and it's taken me in strides in my jobs for different in the career that I have, different avenues in it. They're seeing that I'm serious about leadership development and who I am as a person, and that I've got a pretty good resume going on, and it really feels good because I'm not the only person who says it. People on LinkedIn hit my thing all the time, and I'm not even looking for a job, and they tell me like, "Hey, wow, your credentials are good," and all this, and kind of let you know your worth. Like, if I did leave my job, it'd have to be double or nothing. But besides that, it's helped me communicate with my family and my friends, and really, really, I'm really good at communicating with my family and friends. So I guess that was always been a strong suit, but like also setting boundaries, like with things like, yeah, no, this is what I'm going to do, taking time for myself, because usually I just give myself to everybody and help everybody and do this and run around and have to do this. And coaching's really helped me be like, I'll help you as much as you help yourself. So if you're not willing to put that first step, I'm not willing to pull you the rest of the way, because it's going to drag me down. And really, ultimately, that's what led me to prison, was helping everybody else. I just didn't see that I was destroying more than I was helping. So, yeah, it's helped me a lot in that. And with my daughter, I don't get as mad. I think I have been lately, but I don't get as frustrated easy. I'm just like, hey,
And a good coaching question right then would have been like, really? So what's this about?
Yeah, the man is when she calls me a Karen, or she's just like, what? What do you want? I'm just like, listen here, too cool for school. So yeah, I guess it's just sometimes I just feel the lack of appreciation. Like, I mean, yeah, I had all this kind of stuff when I was a kid too, but it's just like I feel like I appreciate it more, or I probably wouldn't have had all these teeth. Knowing my, growing up, I mean, when we were kids, we'd get our butt busted. There would be no questions about it. So now I'm like, I told her, you're gonna watch it with your grandmas. They're old school. But that's it. Oh, it's helped me in my, relationships. I communicate more in all my relations, work, physical, friends, romantic, children, everything. I mean, coaching's opened up a broader perspective on a lot of things for me. So I would not have made it through all the obstacles I've made it through and still be out here in freedom without coaching. What about you, Mel? What has coaching done for you?
So let's see. I was an addict for 20 something years, and that was the only identity that I had or that I knew for that long. And so when I was introduced to coaching, and what it did for me is it allowed me to see who I was beyond the addict and really dial in and dial down into who I really was.
I want to say,
and I think that was,
really?
Who am I really? Well, I'm Melanie. Like, I am a daughter. I am a granddaughter. I am a cousin. I am a coach in training. I am learning to be an ASL interpreter. I am strong and determined, and it opened up to everything. Like, it brought to the surface all the values that I've been hiding and pushing down and ignoring and compromising and all of that, and coaching, over a layer of addiction. So that addiction taken away, it's like, well, who am I now? Like, and so through coaching, it dug every one of those up and out and into the space of choice of who I want to be and where I want to go and what I want to do. And that's just so important to a person. So that happened, and then I coaching has also opened up a passion in me in for coaching. So, and it's given me a tribe, Coaching Beyond the Fences. You know, it it has given me something to look forward to, and people, and connection. And I'm also going through CTI courses. I will be doing my last course in October. Um, and then I will be going into certification in January. I mean, if you would have told me that 5 years ago, that I would be here right now doing this, and everything that my life has turned out to be, I would have probably flipped you off. I'm just saying.
And I want to add, because I was thinking when you started talking, and I was thinking, well, Melanie, you've been faced with a lot of things since you've been out too. Well, really, we both have. And I think what that's important to add is, like, since we've been out, it hasn't been all sunshine and roses and lollipops and, oh, we just went to this place and we got out and we've been surrounded by all these great sober people that have been cheering us on and pushing us up. We've had our fair share of haters pushing us down. We've had our fair share of people, hey, you want to sell some drugs or do them? You know, that job's whack, you're barely making anything, or that coaching shit, I don't even know why you do it. That's a bunch of weirdo stuff, you know. And I know that I don't see many of those people around right now whenever we're sitting here with our scholarships and we're making it on the other side and we're getting our nonprofit and we've got our badges. We're about to go back into prisons and train more coaches, and we're going to make this a nationwide deal. So we're saying that today. It's 9/9/2021, and so I just imagine like how it was back when we were sitting in our little bunk thinking back in 2017, and I was like, man, we're doing this out on the outside. And, you know, people just think, oh, it's so easy or what. No, this has been rough, and without coaching, I guarantee you, things would have been way different whenever you know, we're subjected to different kind of lifestyles and atmospheres and the things that we were normally used to without having Coaching Beyond the Fences as a group, a tribe, as Melanie said. It's not just a 7 o'clock thing; it's around the clock thing. It's a 24/7 thing,
and that's exactly it. I have never. I mean, I'm only 41, so you think over 20 years of living in that addicted lifestyle. I mean, I didn't know how I was going to, you know, be a part of a world or a place or a people that I've never really interacted with. And through coaching and the techniques from coactive coaching, I'm able to check in with myself and know myself and have a value system that I'm aware of because of coaching.
A new group of people, like it takes you to like, oh yeah, this is that old behavior. You recognize it quicker, and then you're like, and it's not like you're like trying to fit in anywhere because you have a whole group. You find people when you're in your, you know the people that you cling to, and you feel comfortable in it. You know, I think that coaching's really brought the value in ourselves beyond prison. Because prison tries to put you like, oh, it's going to be so hard. Yeah, it is hard when you get out, but not all the shit they're telling you is hard. The hard is the anxiety. The hard is this. The hard is not getting the job. That's easy. Waking up and keeping the job. That's the hard part. Making that budget on that little check. That's the hard part. You know what I mean? Whenever you've never had a budget before, you spent whatever you want. And learning to lean into your community and drop your pride and be vulnerable to your coaching community, that was hard. Once that falls off and we're just in our group, and everything. I mean, everything's been fine because we've talked and been through a lot of things, and it surely hasn't been sunshines and lollipops.
No, but I mean, that's what I feel like is what our Thursday night group is. If you log on, we only meet for an hour. We coach, we discuss, we check in, and it's almost like just having that community. And it's not all people that have been behind the fence.
Right, and
people
it's
who have
a
never,
no expectation community.
yeah.
That's
Like
what we
you
should
come
have
in,
named it instead of Coach Me on the Fences.
yeah, you
No
come in and
expectation.
I mean, yeah. And sometimes it is a little choppy and sometimes it is a little, but uh you show up and I guarantee you when you leave, you feel connected. You're connected.
Yeah.
And that's important. That you're
Yeah,
not
and even
alone and that
even if
connection.
somebody pisses you off in the group, usually it's something that you needed to hear anyways. Because if somebody says something and it doesn't land right, it's usually something that you got to work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you just took it wrong because you're just having a bad day anyways. But I always feel like after I reevaluate myself on things, and I'm like, come on now, and then we just keep coaching on. So all in all, I mean, your coach may piss you off, your coach may make you smile. Not all coaching is easy. Most of it's hard, it's fun, and it's really just getting down to your core self. And
Yeah.
once you know yourself and once you know what's going on, you may think you know yourself now, but if you haven't, I don't know, if you haven't had a coach, I wouldn't say you do. And I know that's sounding arrogant, but it's been a long. I mean, 2000.
Yeah.
2000
And maybe you're stuck in a perspective. You know
maybe
what I
I'm
mean?
stuck in a perspective. Maybe I am, but I would challenge anybody. I would challenge anybody who challenged me and have them let me coach them and see what they get. Like, because I've
Yeah.
coached some of the hardest people who didn't think they'd get anything, and hell, they flew off to Texas and went and seen their kids afterwards. So, and I was like, hey, what are they doing this weekend? And hell, they were gone. I said, oh, wow, that coaching did a big one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I actually became a coach in the beginning just to challenge Rule. Really, I didn't have anything to do, and I was trying to challenge Rule. And then I had my paradigm shift, and it was on after that.
it is. I'm definitely a product of Kendra Russell's coaching journey.
My dynamic him.
Yes.
Paradigm shift.
And it ripples. It ripples. Because getting a coach or coming and being coached and just opening up just opening up to it and trying it just a little will ripple out. Because when you get to know yourself and who you are and that, everything changes. You will have a shift. You will have a transformation, and that will affect the relationships in your life, from people that you interact with every day to just how you kind of see the world in general. So it is really a ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the most joy I had since we started coaching on the fences was when you told me how your mom reacted to your scholarship. I was like, oh, wow, that's why I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the impact on everybody, the ripple. But it's 7:50 here, and I guess we can bring this to a close if you want. I'll end the broadcast, and we can stay in the room if anybody wants to come on later. We'll be live once a month. We're going to start doing it the second Thursday of every month. So we look forward to seeing anybody who wants to join us or pop in and ask questions, whatever. Have a good night.
Bye, Kendra.
Bye.